This is Marancio 49 coming to you with a IRL video blog. Uh, Talking about an incident that happened today at my house. I'm sitting around, I'm getting ready to watch the Travelers on my computer, and hear a knock at the door. I go to the front door, and Lieutenant Horton of the local sheriff's department is at my front door. And he tells me that there's been a whole bunch of stuff dumped with my address label. He shows me a couple of boxes. They're old Amazon boxes that had my address label on them that had been dumped out there, and that he's going to give me until Monday to have that moved. Well, to let you know a little bit more about what happened on that, I'd hired a person to haul that stuff off for me. I did not ask any questions about where it was being hauled or how he's going to get rid of it. I assumed that he knew somebody had a dumpster. A lot of times if a person has a business, they'll have a dumpster, and sometimes they'll let you use it. I was fortunate enough to have that at one time when the girl that I was dating had one, or knew somebody that had a dumpster. In any event, well, I mean, I don't even know where it's at. Don't even know where the location's at. So I tried to get the policeman to describe the place to me, and he described it to me a little bit. Then I called the guy up that I had hauled that off. He says, "Yeah, I'll get to it. And and I tell you, to tell you the truth, I believe him when he says that. However, there's too much at stake for me. I had to know that for myself, where that was at, and that had been taken away, because there's no penalty for him if it doesn't get hauled off. The penalty is going to be mine, and I'm not so sure how secure or how severe that's going to be. It might be real bad. Anyway, I'm really afraid of things like that nowadays, and well, anyway, to have something like this fall upon me, I immediately wanted to find the spot. So what I did is I drove down there. I called up the person that had hauled the stuff off, and he gave me a description of where it was at, and I was able to find the spot. And well, I mean, I guess that I'm making this blog to kind of warn you that watch the things that you do. I mean, even though it doesn't seem like I would have any liability for that, I mean, it's all on me. So I mean, I could have asked a few more questions, or what we've had in the last, I don't know, last several years. They closed down the city dump, so our city no longer has a dump. So the trash people have to drive like 30, 40 miles to get rid of their trash every day. I mean, it's really not a very efficient system. But they closed the dump, so I guess the place smelled better, and it's probably somebody else has got our trash. I guess that's good for us, bad for them. I don't know. In any event, it's been hard to get rid of things. Like I had an old recliner that had broken down, and it was literally laying on its side in my living room, and I was really wanting to get it out of my house. I had an old microwave that stopped working, so I had to get a new microwave, so I got that. Had an old Yobo bed. I had a whole bunch of stuff that was just laying on the floor in my house. And had I just waited another 2 weeks, I mean, the community has a haul-off thing through the sheriff's department, where they will actually, you can take it into the sheriff's department and they'll get rid of it for you. They have that every once in a while. But it had been so long since we'd had the last one, I just accumulated so many things, I was just wanting to get them out. And I was willing to pay to do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to turn this off, and then the next place we're going to be going to is I'll go to the site where it was dumped at. If you have an address label, like I had a lot of old boxes that had, well, where I'd ordered things, like I'd ordered baseball cards. Well, that's got an address label that's got my name on it. And when that was dumped out there, the lieutenant that brought that up, he had those labels off. I could see that it had my name, my address, and everything else on it. So there's no doubt that was my stuff, that was over there. Oh, just to let you know that when you hire somebody to do something, I don't know, maybe it's wise for you to ask more questions, or just try to find out more about. Had I been, I mean, I could have probably have told this person that I was having hauled off that they were going to have one of them things in, just 2 weeks, and all they have to do is just leave them in his yard for 2 weeks, and then he can take them there. But he didn't know, and he didn't tell me he didn't know. And I assumed he had a dumpster somewhere, but he didn't. So here we have the situation. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off, and then the next place that we're going to meet up is at the actual site, because I want to take a picture of that. That way when it gets cleaned up, I'll have that also. It just I was really interested on where the things were, because if he doesn't clean it up, I got to get out there myself and do it, because there ain't nothing on him, it's all on me. Anyway, that's it. This is Rancho 49. I've just pulled up on the scene of the place where the things were dumped, and it looks like we've got a visitor here that's moved in already. He's got about half of what used to be my living room, and he's sitting down there just enjoying it. I always feel kind of heartbreaking to me when I see little puppies like this that are sitting out there, because I know that he's smelling some things that smell familiar and probably remind him of when he had a home himself, Kind of heartbreaking, really. This is Rancho 49. I'm going to sign off now. What a day.